Yankee Stadium in Reno, home to the Nevada Wolfpack. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Nevada Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense will get the ball first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working that left side now. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Owls will hustle to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Right on the money. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Behind the chains now on second and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. They'll run the screen. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Wolfpack offense takes the field, and we'll get a peek at them for the first time in this one. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Bust Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too. Touchdown, Nevada! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Florida Atlantic races to the line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Owls with the 1st and 10.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Steps away. He'll pull it down. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Here's the pressure. Oh, better look out. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Now on first down from the 43. Give to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Running to the left. Running to Green. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking to buy time. Makes the grab. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Nevada comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Now the toss. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. On target over the middle. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46. Line getting set on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
To the air on 2nd down. Complete. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The Owls line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air, using the quick game. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. We've reached the end of the quarter, and it's Nevada holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man. Turning on it. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Owls. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll...
Going for the big play. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get out...
Turning it on. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They want to throw it. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown Owls. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the... He unleashes a long one. He's got it down the left side. Finds some room. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're
Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're
Throw to the end zone, picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. Sends it back in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man on the right. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to return it. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Florida Atlantic gets to the line quickly.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage, take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Right down the middle. Working on the right. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
31, Florida Atlantic.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Gentry. Quickly out to the tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Nevada needs to convert on 3rd and short to keep the drive alive.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Pulls it in, it's Ward.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot.
Breaks into the open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The Wolfpack with a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Gentry. Finds his man. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The run from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Runs through a tackle. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the gun, running back gets to give.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Here's a heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to...
Into the house. Touchdown, Nevada. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They'll line up to go for 2. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Florida Atlantic, 21.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. They'll ride the hot hand. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Second down, he'll throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team.
Brings up 4th down.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To throw, it's Gentry. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Nevada. And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive.
21.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had turning it on. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll ride his man on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense got it. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Nevada. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up, they take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Florida Atlantic, 21.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Going with the ground game left. He has the first and still on his feet. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Bring in the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Nevada trying to keep the drive moving on 2nd and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Looking for a man. It's Gentry. He's moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Florida Atlantic, 21.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the... Now, Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Starting to feel a little pressure. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Wolfpack need this 3rd and short to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. He'll take the deep shot. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. Now rolling to the left. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He leaves it with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Nevada comes to the line facing 3rd and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Reese. Makes the grab. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Now on 2nd down. The give on the inside. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The quick out.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. They've got the screen set up. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. And the Owls had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. A little release to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Off play action. He's got him. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but...
There he goes! And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And the offense takes control of this football game. But I'll tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll return it from around the 50. Can they catch him? Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. This offense has it with really good field position. Handoff to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll go to the ground. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14, and they want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation